Imagine standing under a blinding spotlight, trying to perform for an arena crowd that is actively throwing heavy objects at your head. Dodging projectiles while trying to speak is the ultimate stage nightmare. On October 30th, 1992, Dane Cook walked onto the stage at the Boston Garden as an introverted newcomer just starting his career. The October crowd consisted primarily of Phish fans, an audience specifically there for improvisational rock, and increasingly hostile toward any comedy act delaying the main performance. The audience revolted by hurling shoes and lighters at the stage. Cook sustained minor injuries and was forced to flee the building before finishing his set. In the early 90s, comedians were entirely at the mercy of the physical room. This gatekeeping system meant your career was dictated by unpredictable crowds and the club owners who controlled the microphone. Surviving that physical rejection instilled a specific determination in Cook. He vowed to return and conquered that same building, but he realized he had to find a way to reach an audience without going through the traditional industry channels. Throughout the late 90s, Cook worked his way through the standard comedy club circuit in New York and Los Angeles. He quickly realized, to thrive, he needed to stop relying on random walk-ins and build an audience specifically there for him. He turned to his college education and graphic design. If the industry wouldn't build a platform for him, he would engineer his own. Cook personally designed his merchandise and the cover for his debut album, Harmful If Swallowed. He also launched a personal webpage, allowing him to capture fan emails and contact details directly. Then he moved that direct connection to MySpace, cultivating a dedicated digital following he named the Dane Train. This compares the traditional industry funnel to a direct peer-to-peer network. Bypassing the club bottleneck, Cook routed material directly to fans. The resulting sales spike for his 2005 album, Retaliation, hit double platinum status, selling over 2 million copies. This made Cook the first comedian to reach the Billboard Top 5 in nearly 30 years. The last person to achieve that level of chart success was Steve Martin, who reached number 2 in late 1978. This digital infrastructure made Cook's career safe from industry gatekeepers. By the time he walked onto a stage, he was performing for an ecosystem of fans who were already on his side. On April 15, 2005, Cook returned to the exact Boston venue that had violently rejected him 13 years earlier. He returned to the TD Garden as the headliner of his first HBO special, Vicious Circle, standing in the same room where he once dodged lighters. He performed in the round, standing on a circular stage placed at the very center of the arena floor. This 360-degree wall of cheering fans physically enclosed him, shielding him from the memory of the shoe-throwing crowd. He followed this by selling out Madison Square Garden and shattering endurance records, at one point performing for 7 continuous hours to prove no audience could outlast him. The trauma of the flying shoes drove Cook to invent a digital-first playbook. By gathering his own audience online before he ever stepped on stage, he changed the rules of engagement for every modern entertainer.